Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about some products that I think that they are a safe choice for somebody who's just starting out in makeup. So I remember when I first started getting into makeup, it was very overwhelming. I didn't know what products were good or bad or what products were worth it, because there are so many brands out there and new brands come out all the time and it can be very overwhelming. Everybody suggests products nowadays and some of them are cheap, some of them are quite pricey. And when I started to buy makeup, I couldn't buy everything at the same time, of course, because it would be super expensive. So that's why I thought I would show you some products. Basically it's gonna be one product in each category, or sometimes two, that are very good products, and also most of them are affordable. I have very few high-end products just because I think they're very worth it, but the rest of them, they are all drugstore. So if you want to create a whole kit, then you won't spend too much money. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I have to say I filmed this video quite a few months ago, but I lost all the footage and now I'm filming it again. I have no idea how that happened, but here we are. So let's just get into the video. So I don't have a primer to talk about because I don't think primer is absolutely necessary. Some moisturizer can be just fine. There are different primers out there, but I don't always use a primer. I actually most of the time do not use a primer. So that's why I don't think it's necessary if you're just starting in makeup. There are other things that you probably want to buy before you buy a primer. So let's move to foundation. My favorite foundation from the drugstore is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I really like this foundation and I am recommending it because it is right in the middle. It has a nice natural finish. You can use it both if you're oily and if you have dry skin. So that's why I think it's a very safe choice for somebody to start with a foundation. And also it has a very great shade range, and also they have very good undertones. The ones that I have are actually quite olive, and I like that because for me it is always a struggle to find a foundation that is yellow or olive enough for my skin tone. This has a great undertone for me. They do also have more natural and pinky undertones, so I think it's not gonna be so hard to find the perfect shade for you. So for concealer, I'm gonna recommend the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is a very nice and basic concealer. It doesn't have the greatest coverage, but it has a very nice finish. It works both for dry skin and for oily skin. I think you can't go wrong with this concealer. It's very basic and good. I also really like the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, the one with the sponge on top. That also is very good. But if you want another choice that is a little bit more high-end, I would go with the Shape Tape because that has a very good coverage and also has a very big shade range. This does not have a great shade range as far as I remember. That's something to keep in mind. Next, so for a face powder, I would recommend the Maybelline Fit Me powder, the loose one. I really like the loose one. It has a little bit color in it, so it's not gonna give you any flashback. It is so good. Even if you're somebody that has dry skin, this is gonna work very well. It's not too drying. I really like this powder and I have quite dry skin. Okay, so for bronzer, my absolutely favorite bronzer at the drugstore is the Butter Bronzer. They don't have that many shades, but they keep bringing more, I think. So besides the fact that this smells amazing, this is a very good bronzer both for contouring and for bronzing because it has that perfect undertone. It's not too cool, it's not too warm. It's gonna work very well. And also I find it that it's not too pigmented where you have to be careful when you apply. For me, this is a perfect bronzer, and sometimes I even prefer it more than some high-end bronzers. Now when it comes to blush, I'm gonna talk about two products because I just want to talk about two products. So the first one is the Essence Satin Touch Blush. These are very, very affordable. I think they were like a couple of bucks for one of these, and it has quite a bit of product. I mean, when are you gonna ever go through a blush? It has a very, very great satin finish, and that's why it's called satin blush. I really love the finish of it. It looks so beautiful on the skin, and also it's not too pigmented. You can build it up as much as you want. They are great blushes, and just like I said again, super affordable. So these are definitely worth a try. And another blush that I want to talk about, which is a little bit more expensive than that one, is the Burt's Bees blushes. I think that those are my favorite blushes of all time. I have quite a few blushes, and then there are some other ones that I like very much. The formula of this is my favorite, that's for sure, and especially the one in Toasted Cinnamon. Love it so much. This also has kind of a satiny finish. I do like matte finish too, but I feel like satin is a little bit more natural and it looks a little bit more fresh. I don't know, I just like it more. So yeah, those two blushes, great choice. Now highlighter, they are so many highlighters out there. I like both high-end and drugstore highlighters, but I think that some great highlighters that are very affordable are the Wet n Wild Megaglow highlighters. These give you a great shine, but at the same time they're quite smooth, so it's not gonna be looking chunky or glittery. That's why I like this formula so much, and they are very affordable. Okay, listen, I have to talk about this product because after I tried it, I cannot see myself not having this product, so I'm just gonna talk about it and then it's your choice. So of course it's the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I put this product here, although this is quite a high-end product, because I think that this is gonna change the way your highlighters look. I find that a lot of powder highlighters do not always stick to your face. If you put this one first and then the powder highlighter on top, it's gonna make it stick and it's gonna make it look so much better and more intense too. So that's why I love it so much, but also you can use it by itself and it's gonna give you the most beautiful natural glow that can ever exist. So for me it is definitely a must-have, and I also really love to use it if I'm not using foundation. And you can also use it all over your face if you want to put it before your foundation or mix it with your foundation. It's gonna make your skin look so beautiful. I do it sometimes. I mix my foundation with this one. It looks so beautiful, natural and glowy, but in the most beautiful way. I just love it so much. So for me it's definitely a must-have, and I don't see myself not having this product. So there you have it. Okay, now to finish off the face products, I want to talk about the setting spray. My favorite setting spray by far is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Unfortunately, I ran out of it and I don't have it here to show you, but I'm pretty sure you all know how it looks like. And what I really love about it is that it gives you very beautiful glow to your skin. I have some other setting sprays that can also give you some glow because they have some type of oil or something, but you have to be careful with those because sometimes I apply too much and I end up looking oily. So that never happens with a Morphe setting spray, and I have to say I bathe in it because it feels so good on my face, and yet it always gives you a natural beautiful glow, and it's also quite affordable, which is a plus. If you are going to try only one setting spray, I would suggest you try that one. Now when it comes to eyeshadows, there are a million different eyeshadows and so many different brands that come out with eyeshadows. It wasn't always like this, but now there are so many to choose from, and there are so many great ones, both affordable and high-end. But I think that for a starting point, I would recommend you get some ColourPop eyeshadows because you get them at a great price. And I have to say that ColourPop eyeshadows have never failed me. I have quite a few eyeshadow palettes from them, and I haven't found even one eyeshadow that I didn't like. Of course there are some that I like more than others, but in general all of them are great quality. One eyeshadow palette that I really love is the Yes Please palette. If you really like warm tones, then it is full of warm tones here, and the eyeshadow pans are a little bit smaller than the other ones, like for example the MAC one. And the usual eyeshadow pan size, I mean it's eyeshadow, you're not gonna get through it that fast. And also those are magnetic, and if you for example ran out of this shade right here, you can take it out and purchase a single one because they also sell singles and replace it. So that's great, you don't have to replace the whole palette. I really love the ColourPop eyeshadows, and they also have a lot of other products that are very affordable and very good quality, most of them, but the eyeshadows never failed me. So now when it comes to brow products, I usually use a pomade, and my favorite one is this one from Benefit, the Eyebrow. It is a high-end product, but you get a ton of it, so you're never gonna run out of this. I am trying to use up my Anastasia brow pomade, and it has lasted me for so many years, and I used to use it all the time, and now I use it all the time too because I want to finish it, and I feel like it's probably gonna take me another year to finish it. So if you feel comfortable doing your brows with pomade, I think that it is the better choice because they're gonna last you forever. Brow pencils, you go through them so much faster, and I personally don't think that they are as precise as the pomades and a brush. Of course it depends on the brush that you have, but in general I so much more prefer the pomades. I do have a couple of brow pencils that I like, but one that I really like from the drugstore is the LA Girl Slim Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I think it's a great pencil for a great price, but then again I haven't tried that many brow pencils, so don't take my word for it. And I also think it's very necessary to have a brow gel because it can change your brow game. For me, my favorite one is the gel by the Brow Girl. I think it is amazing. It keeps your hair in place all day, and also you get a lot of product. I also really like the Benefit brow 24-hour brow setter. It is a great product. They are both very long lasting, but I think this one is more expensive than this one. I would recommend you try this one. But then again, this has quite a big brush, while this has a different kind of brush where it has longer bristles on the top and shorter on the bottom, and it is a shorter brush in general. So I use the longer bristles where I have more hair and the shorter bristles when I have the less hair in the tail of my brow. I have tried some other brow gels, but those two are by far my favorites. What else do we have? Eyeliner. So when it comes to pencil eyeliners, my favorite ones are from Linda Hallberg because they are such a unique formula. I have so many, and these are not all of them. They have a very unique formula. They are very soft and very pigmented, and they are super long lasting. They are smudge proof. They are great. I personally haven't used other eyeliners that are as long lasting as this one. I feel like these have it all. But if you are looking for more affordable choices, ColourPop also makes some great ones. Although I do have only one. This is by Aligiai, the Glide Gel Eyeliners. They're also a very smooth formula. They're a little bit similar to the Linda Hallberg ones, but they're definitely not as long lasting as those. And I also want to talk about gel liners, because when I'm doing eyeliner, I prefer gel liners. I feel like the brush gives you more control and can be more precise. So my favorite gel liners are from Inglot. This is the black one, 77 is the shade. Very matte, very black, very good, and they are very long lasting too. They come in other colors too, but I have to say that they do dry a little bit fast, which brings me to the next product, which I feel like you must have in your kit, and that is the Duraline from Inglot. This is from the products that you can use in so many things. One of those things is for gel liners, to bring them back to life. I also use it for my brow pomades when they become a little bit dry, but I also find it easier to work with them when I have a drop of this. This also makes your makeup waterproof, so it is a great product. I have gone through bottles and bottles of this because I use it all the time, and for me it is from those products that I have to have with me all the time. And also one more product that I feel like is a must-have, that is the NYX glitter primer. I use it for many things, this one too. I use it for glitter, of course, but what I really love using it for is as a base for my eyeshadows when I'm using shimmery eyeshadows, because I feel like it makes the shimmery eyeshadows stick to your eyes so much better. They're gonna last longer, they're not gonna transfer as much as they would if you didn't have this, and they're gonna look more intense. Yeah, this is definitely one of the products that I also have with me all the time. And I forgot to talk about lashes. If you really like using lashes, I feel like for a beginner, the Ardell lashes, the wispies and the demi wispies, they are great because they're gonna give you the extra drama that you want, but they are also easy to use. They are thin, they're not too thick. These are actually the foaming wispies, but they come in different kinds too. I have these two. They make them in different styles, so I feel like these are a great choice to start with lashes. There are also other brands that make affordable lashes, but I feel like these are the OGs. So, and of course you're gonna need some lash glue. My favorite lash glue is the Duo. It is quite affordable and it does the job very well. They also have one that comes in this form, but I have come to realize that I don't really love glues like this because they don't really dry down completely. They are a little bit faster than this because you have to wait like half a minute or so for this to dry down a little bit and become a little bit tacky so that the lashes will sit. But I like that this dries down completely. These do not do that, and sometimes my hair sticks to my lashes because of the glue. And also it's more difficult to remove this one. This is gonna be in your lashes many days after you have removed your makeup. Same goes with House of Lashes glue, which is also very similar to this one. So I prefer lash glue that is in this form. Okay, that's all. No, wait, brushes. To start with brushes, I would recommend starting with drugstore brushes because there are so many brushes out there that are great quality. You don't have to invest in expensive brushes, especially because you're gonna buy quite a few of them. I would say buy 2 or 3 different face brushes, but really invest in some eye brushes because I feel like there are so many different shapes and sizes and types of eye brushes, and I feel like that's where you're gonna need the variety. So there are quite a few brushes that I like. So my favorite ones are from Morphe, Zoeva, and recently I have found out that Beauty Bay makes amazing brushes. These are from Zoeva, especially those eye brushes. I feel like I always end up using them. Morphe also has a lot of different sets with eye brushes. I really love the gilded ones, they are very good. They also have the Elite brushes. I don't really love the ones that start with M. For example, the gilded one start with Y and a number. The Elite ones start with E and a number. I don't like the ones that start with an M because I feel like those shed, and that's not the case with the other ones that I have tried. And I also talked in my yearly favorites about the Beauty Bay brushes. This was a set of 12 brushes, very affordable, and they are great quality. I highly recommend this. I have to mention the Linda Hallberg brushes because they do not have that many, but the ones that I have are definitely my favorites in that category. For example, the angled brush from the Linda Hallberg, it is my favorite angled brush of all time. What else? This is a lip brush, but I really love this to apply cream eyeshadow or to cut the crease and even to do my lips. It's great. I love the length of the bristles, the shape of them. They are amazing, and also they are so beautiful. What else? This brush right here, this is the all over face brush, I think. When I'm doing my makeup, I always use these brushes. I love it to put contour, I love it to put bronzer. You can even use it for blush, for powder, for anything you want. They're definitely my favorite brushes, but they are not so affordable. So I would say you don't have to start here. There are so many other choices, and just like I said, the Zoeva, the Morphe, and the Beauty Bay are great starting point. Okay, now we're done. By the way, what do you think about this eye look? This is definitely out of my comfort zone. I don't usually put this much black in my lower lash line, especially in my waterline. I have black eyeliner in my waterline and I almost never do that because I feel like it makes my eyes look smaller, but I wanted to try something different today, so let me know what you think about that. And also let me know what you thought about this video. Are there any products that you think somebody should have in their starter kit? Please let me know. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you again in my next one. I really hope I don't lose the footage in this one. So, okay, bye.